Hello and welcome back to the Brixhub. So I did a video actually about my in progress big Godzilla build, which was on Studio, and that actually went down pretty well. So I thought, since I think it's a good idea to keep you all in the know with things I'm working on and projects, I wanted to show you all this. Hopefully the cut worked. Obviously this is Mechagodzilla, if you haven't noticed, from Godzilla vs. Kong. I've had a lot of people asking me to build this in like a full scale, because obviously that small one went down really well. But I think I had to take a bit of time on it, because I wasn't too sure if I wanted to be like going something as large as my other Godzilla, which it's around a similar size. It's maybe a little bit smaller, but I feel like for this scale this is kind of what I had to go for. It's still pretty large though. The only issue is that the price is a bit of a problem. So this is why you won't be seeing this in many videos for now, because I still need to work out a better thing, because this piece here is about, well, it should say here at the bottom somewhere, about 39p. For me, the UK, it's about 45p, just because of different changes, which doesn't sound much, but there's like 30 of these in this. So this whole thing comes up to about 100 quid or something. That's just without even postage and packaging taken into account. While, for comparison, the slightly larger Ultimate Godzilla that I showed last week comes to about 30 quid. So there's a big difference here, mainly because this one does use a lot more complex parts, because it's a robot, it's a lot more detailed. But I want to make sure I can have two models that you can display next to each other and feel like they're like they're still like comparable in size, price and scale, that sort of thing. So this needs a lot more work, and hopefully I'll be able to work on it in the next few like months or so. But I thought it was a good idea just to show you it all, because this is a mock, this is a new thing that I've been working on, and just kind of give you an idea of what it is, just to know that there is something coming. And if you really do want to build like a Mechagodzilla, like, here is a slight solution. I think the most important things you'll probably notice is I've kind of used a lot of these ingot pieces to show the weird sort of like blocky bits it has along the sides of its arms and legs. I was quite happy with how I use these claws here. I need to give another massive thanks to Chubbybots for his hand recommendation. I was originally going to use like those four like circular pieces with the clips on, but I saw that in his video and I was like, oh, that's perfect. Apart from that though, I've tried to stay pretty original with all the other designs on this, because he does really good mocks, but I wanted to try and do my own sort of take on Mechagodzilla a little bit. So that's where we're at here. The tail was very fun to make actually, because it has quite a uniform tail actually, Mechagodzilla, but I did need to make some changes, like say for example this part that's upside down, and at some point I will need to change some of these. Maybe I'll use there's a slightly cheaper piece where it's got the spike on either there. I probably should be able to find it actually if I go into plate modified. Wedge plate, this piece here. So this piece in grey is a lot cheaper. So if I maybe did something like this, oh oops, come on, please work. Something like that maybe. This might end up working out a little bit better. The only thing is obviously this is going to cause a few problems, so I'll probably have to have the alternative available for either. But I don't know, that will just depend on where I get with some of the updates. Another change I probably might make is I might make it just a little bit taller, so I might just drop all of this up one and have this like on top. So maybe just have the legs a little bit taller, because obviously I'm trying to see if I can scale it as well to the ultimate Godzilla build as possible. I'll do a quick comparison there to show you this like height difference we've got going on. Other than that, I really liked how I did the back actually. This was, personally, I think I actually like the back a lot better than on this one than I do on my current Godzilla, so maybe that will have to change as well. And the face, oh, that was really fun to do. I'm surprised surprisingly it worked out. It took me a while to actually nail this. This piece needs to change. If I can quickly find a replacement now, I'll show it happening, but it's so I need slope curved. Right, yeah, so it's going to be one of these. I think I'll have to replace it with this, unfortunately. Although this is the same as the front of the Godzilla, this is a much cheaper piece and will knock at least 10 quid off the build. So, and I think it's pretty comparable. That's just a very old piece, so I don't think it works very well. If anything, I think this looks a bit nicer. And suddenly I've added a lot more, reduced a lot more. Yeah, this is 48p compared to that other one that was like £15 or something. So yeah, we've we've got a much cheaper option here. Also, you got the little artillery things that he has on his shoulders. I really like those in the movie. Maybe they need to be a little bit bigger, so I can maybe also work on that. I might maybe use some of the roller skate pieces as well. But for now, I think I'm happy with that. And I've also done a little bit of detailing, like the the little ice pickaxe thing. And I've got these pieces are really fun to use. This is one of the best, like Lego's best pieces they've released in recent years. Just adds so much texture, but it also has so many uses as well. Yeah. Other major things, I guess, is that I've kept studs on the bottom of here, so if you do want the Mechagodzilla to hold things, it doesn't really grab onto that many things in the movie, but say, I'm gonna go find some rubble or something, brick, go find a long plank of metal or something like that. Yeah, it's possible to slot this in here, so he's holding on to it. There. He's got a new weapon now. So yeah, that's quite a useful feature actually, and also it looks quite nice. It looks like it's got some sort of whole thing now, so it's good. I quite like the claws actually I got here. This was quite interesting to work out because obviously in the film it has 4 like front claws, so yeah, those were good. And also the little scorpion blade thing at the end of the tail. I used ninja katanas for it, which I think is good as well. I'm just trying to think of any other major changes apart from like dark red is not actually that expensive of a colour, so using a lot of dark red on it just really makes it quite nice. I really wish this piece does exist in dark red. Okay, maybe I'll keep that as it is. I'll have to see how expensive it is, but that's pretty cool. I was about to say I really wish that piece did come in dark red, but apparently it does, so here we are. If you think it is too expensive though, I think it still looks okay with everything in red by colour. It probably won't change the price too much, but I'm pretty sure it would all look okay in just normal red, I think. Yeah, that still looks quite good actually. It looks a bit more cartoony. Right, okay, so I'll quickly just import model, Mechagodzilla. So here is it compared to my big Godzilla. So you can see immediately, I may have got the scaling slightly wrong. This is a much taller build. Ironically, this is almost half the price of it, given that a lot of these pieces here, let's just default select, a lot of the pieces here are a lot more common than some of the pieces on this, and you can see there's a lot more detail on this one. There's a lot more detail on this one as well. So the big issue kind of that this one has brought is that I do need to try and get them both to a similar height. You could probably argue that since this Godzilla is just like quite tall up right now, he's stood quite high and this one's a bit leaning over. There might be a bit of a size difference, but I think it's pretty unavoidable to see like how big this one is. So I think one of the first changes I'll do is I'll probably try and lift this guy up, maybe extend the limbs a little bit because it is quite lanky in the film, and just try and get it to more of a comparable size. Then again, I do think regular Godzilla is just a little bit taller than Mechagodzilla in the movie, just because like Mechagodzilla is made by humans, so like it would be a bit stupid for them to try and make a 40-foot tall, enormous, big, huge. It's not even 40 foot. I think it's like, no, it's way bigger than that. It's like 400 foot. I don't know. it's huge. So yeah, they'd have to like it would be pretty difficult for them. But there are certain things that Mechagodzilla does better, like say the big arms. They're very human sort of like design, because that's kind of, it was supposed to be piloted by the person in an AI suit until that didn't really happen. Anyway, I'm getting a bit off topic. So yeah, this is a comparison between the two. I'm still very proud of this guy, and I'm gonna have a video on him sooner. But oh, I'm really liking this. This is one of my favourite things I've built in quite a while, and hopefully it'll work nice with the mini ones as well.